Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Learn with Me Big Data and Automation. So, last class we discussed about introduction about what is big data engineering, and we discussed about what is big data and the proper definition about what is big data engineering, and also we discussed about what data engineers will do, and all these things. Along with those, we discussed about the problems with big data, like if we have the large amount of data, which kind of problems we will get. So we discussed about this one, and also fix the problems. We came to big data. We are came to use that big data tools and technologies coming to the existence, and what are those, and those technologies we are going to discuss about on the next classes. Everything. Yeah, here see SQL and Python, Hadoop, Spark, PySpark, Spark SQL, Databricks, cloud technologies like AWS, Azure, and GCP, Kafka, Linux, and ETL pipelines. Some POCs we are going to do in the next future classes. This is our plan of action on data engineering. That what we are going to do now in the future. So today's class is all about. Let's start with SQL. Yeah, we are going to start today's from today. We are going to start SQL. Yeah, hello guys. Now we are going to start our first uh, topic on data engineering is SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is used to query the data which we are having on the database. So basically, what it will do, if we have the data in our database, if we to get the insights from the data, or if we can't get the some information from the data, we will use this programming language. This is structure. This SQL programming language. In SQL, we have different types of programming languages are there: MySQL, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL, and there are so many on market now. And also QSQLite as well. QSQLite, and this is also one more SQL programming language. But every all these languages are same, but the difference is only like mostly the syntax will be different some for few one upon one programming language each one, and also semantic, yeah, semantic structure also will be different sometimes among with the all these programming languages. So now coming to the point is basically we're talking about SQL is it's performing uh, I mean we can query the data, we can query the we can query on the data which we are having. Suppose we are talking about the data here. What is the data means? Like database. Here we're talking about data. Data means it's the particularly the data will be stored. It will store in one of the separate location. Here it will be like this is RD. We can say is RDBMS. RDBMS. It is like relational database management system. It is used. Yeah, it will store the data in permanent permanently in the server application server. Suppose if we took about bank server or our retail server, retail server, the data will be stored here in table particular permanently in tabular formats. This is called relational database management systems. Because why they called relational database means the data which is having this location, they are having the one table having relation with other table, this table having relation with some other table, this table having relation with this table, and also this table may also relation with this table, and this table also may relation with these two tables also may have relation. So these kind of linking between the tables, and they have some relation between each uh, among all these tables. Like if you want to get the data from this table, or if you want to get data from this table, we can query from this table to this table. We can get the data in this table. Like these kind of database is called relational database management system. We can say particularly. Yeah, that's all about. That's mean. I hope you got my point. Like, what is the relation database management system? So first of all, sorry, I forgot to say about first of all, what is database management? What is database? Yeah, it's a simple. The name itself having the meaning. What is the database means? It's a collection of. Here I can say here. Okay, I will show you here what is the proper definition for here. Yeah, see here. Yeah, what is the database? Database is an organized collection of data that is used to store and access electronically. Yeah, you got it right. The data is stored in structural way, like it is stored in particular format. Like suppose if we talk about particular format means it is having the rows and columns. We can get the retrieve the data from the table, and we can put the data in our table as well. This is about the database. See here, easy to retrieval, managing and updating the database essential for handling large amount of information, structured and efficient manner in database. This is DBMS. We call relational database means, yeah, the database which is having the relation is called relational database management system. That's simple, right? That's we the see the tables which is having the linking, having the relation between one table upon another table. This is called relational database management system. Hope see we don't need to see about the definition, but see we can get the answer easily. A database management system is software allows us users to define, create, and maintain, control, access database. It acts as intermediary between the user and the databases engineering. Data is stored efficiently and retrieved quickly and managed securely. See here, database management system. Sorry, this is sorry guys. This is relational database management system. I talked about relational database. Sorry, completely wrong. Yeah, relational database management system is completely different. So what it means is DBMS is software that allows users to define, create, maintain, and control access of databases. Yeah, basically, it's if we maintain the database management DBMS database management systems in particular with that allows us with particular users and creating and maintaining and giving the access to the databases and using some other persons some other users and maintaining the data in a proper particular organization people is called to maintain all this kind of to maintain who are maintaining that what we discussed about here database management system that is called relational database management system here is we're talking. Hope you got it. Next one is this is all about database and relational database management system. And next one is we need to talk about interesting thing here is mm, let's go new one. Yeah, sorry, let me say this one. Next one is and also databases we have three types, but in this class we are talking I will teach about only a relational relational database is that is SQL. We will discuss about every entire this course of data engineering. We will we will talk we will learn about this SQL. But other than the SQL, we have here uh, is this is like structured query language. Structured query relational database. It is unstructured format that is called MongoDB. Let's see, relational database is structured is SQL. I mean, relational database is called SQL, and we have non-relational database which is called MongoDB. MongoDB. We have in the market now MongoDB and Cassandra as well. These two are non-relational databases. Databases. These both are same, like same kind, same programming kind, like same style, like same style as SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, and Microsoft SQL. These are related to non-relational database. Those are related to relational databases. So here they are mostly this non-relational database in document format. Document format they all have. And one more we have is these are structured, semi-structured, unstructured. We have unstructured, semi-structured. Other one is search base. We have Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch database. Example we have here is eBay. eBay is Elastic. It's a search-based engine. Particularly, they use Elasticsearch data. Elasticsearch. So these are nothing but these all database means query language is like uh, we are getting the information from the databases. That's what we do. There is relational databases. If we getting the data from the structured data is called relational databases by using SQL. By here we are using SQL. If we are retrieving and getting the data from performing operations and updating, deleting on the database by using MongoDB and Cassandra, those called non-relational databases. I mean, this data is unstructured format. Suppose if we are getting the data, deleting the data, putting the data in the database by using such kind of thing style, is called Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch data. This is called Elasticsearch. Particularly from I came to know that recently, like eBay, they are using Elasticsearch. Yeah, this is all about introduction databases. And one more thing we have discussed about here, new point we have to add. Yeah, most of people confused. And also we have some of databases we have in our cloud, like AWS has data warehouses, like what called Redshift is called Redshift, and Google has GCP had GCP has they have the data warehouse is called BigQuery, and Azure has Azure has they did their own data warehouse is called Synopsys, Azure Synopsys. Synopsys, yeah. This is their own data warehouse. Azure. Uh, here I mean, why I'm saying this one is, give me 5 minutes of time. I will understand it clearly. Uh, what my point of view I'm saying to is, uh, data warehouse is nothing but it's a repository where we can store the data, where we can store structured kind of data. It's called data warehouse, right? It's called data warehouse. That what it means. So AWS has their own data warehouse, GCP has their own data warehouse, Azure has their own data warehouse. So AWS, I hope you know about these terms like AWS, Azure, GCP, Azure. These are cloud technologies currently in the market going on. AWS has data warehouse as Redshift. It is same like an SQL. Like it can also store the data in structured query language format, but it has the only style of the SQL flavor. It will touch the flavor only. Flavor of SQL, but not programming, but not same like Postgres and MSS Microsoft SQL. They're completely different. The Because data warehouse is a cloud technology. From the data warehouses, we can query the data and we can. It's used for analytics purpose. These SQL from the data warehouses we can do analytics purposes and we can do visualization simply. From the cloud itself, we can export the data warehouse to the visualizations simply. This is all about because what I'm saying is they both are same but they're completely different. So previously we discussed about MS SQL, uh, Microsoft SQL, and Postgres SQL. From those programming languages, we can't query the data simply. It's completely different. But here is the AWS data warehouse is, it will just store the data in their location. I mean, structured data in their location, and from that location we can apply for analytics. This is all about the structured query language introduction. So let's discuss about next one is, Shashi, bro. We went through. So now we are discuss about uh, going deep dive into the SQL programming language. Yeah, here SQL, in the SQL we have main four kind of operations we are going to do perform. First one is, I mean, they call CRUD, CRUD. C means create. R means reading the data from the database. U means updating the data. D means deletion. Delete. Delete the data from database. Yeah, these four operations are main in SQL. So first one is create and second one is read. Third one is E for update, D for delete. Creating the data, creating database, reading the data, updating the data which we are having already, deleting the data or databases which are having. These four kind of operations were main in the SQL. So first of all, we start learning about creating the database. So to create database, uh, the query is sorry, create database. Simple create database. Create database and name of the database. db underscore name. Whatever the database you want to create, the name of that database. So on deleting the database, also it's one is there. So if you want to delete database, so you need to use delete database. And whatever the database we want to delete, that name of the database is same. Some if you want to update the database, update, we have to use update database and db name. Suppose if you want to use delete, sorry, delete already there. Yes, sir. Update is there. Delete, read. Sorry, read database and database name. Whatever the database you want to read, that name. Read database and db name. This is the syntax for to create the database. And after that, few of the SQL commands we have available right in the. So here we have several kind of SQL commands. In first one is different kind of database SQL commands. SQL commands. First one is DDL, DQL. Second one DML, DCL, and TCL. First one is data definition language. First one means for first one is data definition language, and second one is data query language. Third one is data manipulation language. Fourth one is data control language. Fifth one is TCL. TCL means transaction control language. Create, to drop, alter, truncate, rename, select. And coming to the DML, yeah. And next one is, yeah, here DDL means create. Data definition language we have create, drop, alter, truncate, rename the table. And DQL we have the select is the only one. And data manipulation we have insert. We can do insert and we can do update and we can do delete. And we can do delete and then we can lock the table as well. Lock is also there. And data control language also we have revoke and grant. Second one is grant. And TCLs we have different kind of begin transaction, commit, roll back, save point. These are also some different begin transaction and roll back the previous transaction. Save. Yeah, I have this much of information. That's all about the SQL commands which we are having. So I'm going to finish this one. Like this is all about SQL. Whatever interesting about the SQL and SQL commands and what. which we are going to use, and what is, and also introduction about the database and database management system all over. So now next step we are moving forward about is we're learning is Postgres SQL. Uh, so that we are going to start learn now. So let me save this one first, and then we can go there. Yeah, here I have already in my system Postgres SQL. I have already in my system. I will provide you the Postgres SQL, especially